Hey guys, we are finally back again for another reaction on this BrBpTV, Be Real, Be Positive Television. Welcome to each and every one of you guys right there. I'll be dropping another reaction a bit later on, and I think I'll be dropping one on the Mr. Leaks reaction, guys, so definitely tune in for that. Vibrations right there. And with that said, guys, let us get into the vibrations for today, which brings us to this here video. This is Scary talking about the very Botanical Garden situation right there.
On Friday, the Governor Dominica issued a statement dispelling rumors that the Botanical Gardens had been sold to a foreign buyer, or any buyer for that matter.
That is what SKERRIT stated, and of course he was definitely true. He was definitely true. They did write the letter, and this is the letter that stated the very thing that is stated. Government of Dominica refutes rumor of sale of Botanical Gardens. Okay, and they went on to state, you know, their stuff, even though we've seen a statement indicating that the national park, which of course is the Botanical Garden that they were referring to, was going to be doing some sort of interesting flip with the MMCE, like Trevor Johnson stated, you know, as well. So he did write the letter, true, but on the basis of selling, we're still not certain. But this is what the Prime Minister had to say.
Despite efforts to continue this false narrative, I want to reassure the general public that this was nothing more than a malicious rumor.
Well, I mean, based on what we saw in the between the 2020 and 2025 report, it indicated that something was going to be done at the Botanical Gardens. True or false? Although we saw it, you know.
There's absolutely no truth to any suggestion that we sold the gardens in part or in whole.
Okay, let's just hope that that is the case, okay?
In fact, there has never been any discussions about the sale of the gardens.
Okay.
And you, all Dominicans, have my solemn word that there is no intention to do so now or in the future.
Well, the mere fact you mentioned your word, I mean, it's very skeptical when you mention your word, because you have said a lot of things that did not come to fruition at all. In fact, you stated statements saying this is not pie in the sky promises, and then when you look at reality for which you stated these are not pie in the sky promises, they apparently ended up being pie in the sky promises because they did not come into fruition. So your word means nothing, Mr. Prime Minister. Absolutely nothing at all. We want to see action, you know. That is where we want. People with brain, is action we want to see.
Further, I reiterate that the government of Dominica has not approved any development of a golf course at the Botanical Gardens.
Really? Interesting. Interesting.
However, we have and continue to consider ways of improving the aesthetics of the Botanical Gardens, enhancing its natural beauty, and ensuring the general safety of all who access the grounds for play and recreation. We have considered a number of recommendations to redevelop the Botanical Gardens, including the leveling of the cricket playing area near the pavilion and the construction.
No, guys, the reason why I'm playing this, I want you guys to listen very carefully. We're going to Melissa in a while. His wife. We're going to her in a while.
Of an overpass to ensure the safe passage of children moving to and from school.
That's good. That's very good.
Constructing a bypass from the UE Center across to the cemetery. To allow vehicular traffic to bypass the gardens, and so that we can turn the gardens into a truly pedestrian park, as it was really originally intended to be. As is the case of all Botanical Gardens that I know of.
Yes, we know that.
Across the Caribbean world.
Yes, they don't have drive-through through them, but yes, you're right.
And so these are the plans the parliamentary representative for ROSEAU Central spoke on in her most recent budget contribution.
Okay, let us look at what she said. All right. Melux, what's the word?
This 2023-2024 budget makes allocation for a number of measures to create livable, vibrant, and sustainable urban spaces that not only improve the quality of life for our residents, but also attract visitors and will stimulate investment.
Well, apparently all what you guys have been doing has not been doing that. I mean, when Burna Boy came, that was good for Burna Boy to come. Burna Boy brought in a number of persons into Dominica, you know, more than usual, you know. But outside of that, I'm not really sure what you guys have been doing to stimulate people coming to Dominica. I mean, American Airlines was having daily flights to Dominica. Does it still have daily flights? An individual told me it's seasonal. Summertime come. Is it? Do we have daily flights from American Airlines? No? Yes? No? Maybe? You guys can tell me because I don't know. I'm asking you guys to tell me. Do some research and tell me in the comment box below, man.
A priority project you will see that we'll undertake is the upgrade of the Botanic Gardens.
Okay. No, guys, one thing I know that there were people not living, there were certain buildings and what have you in the Botanical Gardens, and they definitely needed renovation. I know that for sure, so I'm guessing that's what she's going to be talking about.
Speaker, and let me put to rest this ridiculous rumor that we sold land to a foreign government. Just
is it too ridiculous, though, Mel? I mean, is it too ridiculous? Where are them parrots that was in the garden, in the Botanical Gardens? Well, if not all, but where are some of them? Weren't they sold to go overseas? Weren't some of them sent overseas to be protected? Did we get them back? Did we get the parrots back? Did they come back to Dominica? Because to me, I heard the sentiment that they were sent overseas to protect them because of the, you know, the environment of Hurricane Maria. But I mean, that was 2017. In addition, 2017, you have, you know, 6 years now. When was Maria? Where was Mariana? Maria happened already. You know, in September. Maria happened. So almost 6 years ago, did we get back the parrots that was sent overseas? So is it too far-fetched? If the national bird can be allegedly sold over, brothers and sisters, is it too far-fetched, Mel?
as you see Chinese there doesn't mean we sold land to them.
That's true.
They're always there to help us. The gardens, Botanic Gardens, belongs to the government.
It belongs to the people, not the government. The government belongs to the people, you know? So it belongs to the people, not the government.
Sell any land to a private owner, a government, or organization.
The government cannot do this without the consultation of the people. You know, they cannot do these things, but I guess people are allowing it. They're just allowing whatever to happen, you know.
This is ours. This is for Dominica and Dominicans.
Amen, sister.
This is another space where families will gather and create lasting memories, where artists is going to find inspiration in the beauty that surrounds them, Mr. Speaker. Where researchers and scientists can study and preserve our precious biodiversity.
Amen.
Our plans for the Botanic Gardens fall under our Urban Oasis Capital Project. This will include the installation of greenhouses, hydroponics in this well-loved space.
Yes, that's what I expect to be there, you know?
Mr. Speaker, we'll embark on the development of our commercial kitchen.
Commercial kitchen.
Mr. Speaker, we have small agro-processors. There is a building in the gardens which we will refurbish.
Okay.
And it was previously used for something similar.
Okay.
Many of our small agro-processors cannot go beyond the confines of their personal kitchen. And I have quite a few constituents who have small businesses and they're not even able to keep up with the demand of our local supermarkets.
Wow. Okay.
And with this, it will allow them to utilize this commercial kitchen where they can master batch and they can produce in bulk, meeting the demands of our local supermarkets, and until we can get them to a place where they can export their products out of Dominica.
Okay, so we can do that for 20 years. Now, on the basis of understanding commercial use, the Botanical Gardens, I think it will be better to move this stuff out of the Botanical Gardens so that the Botanical Gardens can be actually used for what it's supposed or intended. Preservation of certain plants and, you know, preservation of certain animals and, you know, so doing this food thing that you're speaking about there, I think it should be done outside, you know, not inside. I could be wrong, but from understanding how botanical gardens work throughout the world, I don't think they have a processing plant of sorts there, you know, but I could be wrong.
I don't believe
people don't even know if they want to clap or not.
Anybody here needs convincing on the need of a state-of-the-art multi-purpose entertainment facility in ROSEAU.
Oh, I think it's Botanical Garden I was going to say. Okay. All right.
As one can imagine, a multi-purpose entertainment center will offer increased attractions and activities that cater to a wide target audience and a demographic seeking engaging and entertaining experiences.
Okay.
Mr.
So
Speaker,
on the basis of what we saw with the people creating stores and this kind of things there, on the plans that we saw that was brought about by MMCE, who also indicated, let me see if I can find that for you guys. Okay guys, so I just got it right there. This is the plans that they apparently had for Botanical Gardens, which apparently, you know, Melissa them say this is ridiculous, you know. So they drop plans with MMCE, and of course, you know, that is not the case. They were planning to build this, you know. They were planning to build this, you know, Botanical Garden, golf clubhouse. People were messaging me and say it's not a GOLF. Brothers and sisters, I don't know what a golf clubhouse would be. Maybe the person can't speak proper English. That is the word right there. Hey, big up the M1. The M1 can just highlight woods on photos, man. Anyways, so they were gonna build this. They're gonna be, that's the same golf clubhouse. This, I think that would be necessary. The greenhouses and stuff, I think that would be necessary. This is definitely not necessary at all, especially to make it look like Chinese. Housing Dominica, citizen of what? Citizen by investment unit. What else on there? Government of Dominica down there. Mark you. It's not us that making up story. I mean, Government of Dominica was there. And the next one was Montreal Management. Look at there, Montreal Management. So these were the plans indicated right there. And then we hear in SKERRIT them say, oh, you know, these are rubbish rumors and what have you. I mean, Government of Dominica there. But maybe it's us that make a mistake, man. Anyways, let's continue. Melox
Center will be a modern and flexible space, boasting amenities such as a bowling alley, miniature indoor golf course, dance theater.
Okay, so where will these things be held? So apparently they have these things on the menu that was there. Okay, but she's saying the same thing that is needed, because she said miniature golf course. Right? Look at there, golf course. Where the golf course? Wait, yes. Look the golf course there, brothers and sisters. So she's mentioning golf course now for us. Okay, maybe we missed it.
Speaker, the proposed entertainment center will be a modern and flexible space, boasting amenities such as a bowling alley, miniature indoor golf course.
Okay, indoor golf. Okay, all right.
Yes. And activities that cater to a wide target audience and a demographic seeking engaging and entertaining experiences.
So that is the big building they're going to build, and inside they're going to have miniature golf course and what have you. All right. And in the child, I think we should build it outside. Don't you think so, guys? Maybe sometimes the forest does rain. Maybe, you know, the rainforest.
Speaker, the proposed entertainment center will be a modern and flexible space, boasting amenities such as a bowling alley, miniature indoor golf course, dance theater, movie theater, restaurants, shopping, offering unlimited entertainment options for every Dominican and our visitors as well.
Yes.
We also plan to include age-appropriate activities such as an amusement park or a water park to ensure a holistic...
Where are we going to have the amusement park and the water park? Where are we going to do this? Because I actually indicated that on my vlog. I'll post that link in the first comment in the comment box below, guys, because I was actually at a water park saying, hey guys, we can do this, you know. Woo, we can do this. So where are we gonna be doing this stuff? Are we just spewing things out there, or are we just going to, you know, just say things that are nice? Or where's the action behind it?
And family-friendly experience.
Amen, sister.
Mr. Speaker, this project I'm about to speak about right now, look, it even giving me shivers. You know, I have a story, I have a testimony, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Because
I
have fought hard to bring this project to life since I became a power rep in 2019, Mr. Speaker.
Wow.
And every time I make one step forward, it seems like I go right back to square one. We faced so many hiccups, challenges. The finances had to be rerouted to COVID-19 management, Mr. Speaker. It came to a point
where all the help that the people from outside gave, I guess we had to reroute stuff as well. Yes, that's probably true.
So fed up one morning, I printed the plans for this project.
Big so.
I called 2 pastors. I invited them to cabinet, and I asked my cabinet to join me in prayer. We held hands, and they said, "Today we have to."
Was this after nasty business or before nasty business that you call the pastors to pray? And look, it have a other minister. I think I'll react to that on my mistakes reaction, guys. Tuning in for that a bit later on today. But was that before or after the nasty business dancing vibes? I just decided to throw that out there because I'm sure a number of you guys are thinking the same thing.
Deliverance on this project, Mr. Speaker. And we prayed. That was 3 months ago.
Oh, that was before.
3 months ago, Mr. Speaker.
So maybe they didn't hear the prayer. God didn't hear the prayer. Whoever you pray to didn't hear the prayer because nasty business follows suit. Anyways,
the words today is the power of prayer. We underestimate the power of prayer.
Amen. But the power of prayer should be clarified as to where exactly you're planning to build the amusement parks and these kind of things, the entertainment center, so forth. Where is there any? Hey guys, we're gonna be building this at this location, and it's gonna take this time. And maybe I'm just too fast. Maybe I'm just too fast. And she's about to say this. This is about five minutes. 1 second. Maybe you're just too fast.
Mark my words when I say that you will never hear me saying again that the ROSEAU enhancement project is coming.
Oh.
Because it finished come. It has arrived. It is here.
It arrived. Even though it's not there yet. The ROSEAU enhancement project has arrived. But there is no evidence of it at all. No? Okay.
Mr. Speaker, a benefactor popped up from another country, Mr. Speaker, that we didn't really have relations with.
What?
And so I am pleased to announce that the government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will be taking over this project, Mr. Speaker.
Wasn't the Saudi Arabian government passing through to different Caribbean islands? He was in Barbados. I think he was in St. Lucia. He went down through a number of Caribbean islands and he stopped in Dominica. And you guys met with him in the airport. Not you guys. SKERRIT them. You were there now? I don't think you was there. But SKERRIT them met with him in the airport. And maybe, I don't know, maybe they send some more people down. But that's the only thing I know. Let's continue.
Mr. Speaker, they have committed to $2 million US, about 5.5 million EC, Mr. Speaker. And I met with the officials from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Also not the king. So SKERRIT them met with the king. The individuals came on the plane and they met with the king and stuff. But you met with the other folks, the smaller folks. So that's a good thing. But that pretty much says the very thing that I stated about what's her name? The Minister of Tourism. The Minister of Tourism, brothers and sisters. Was it the girl that Malik? Anyways. Yes. What I was stating right there, brothers and sisters, is that when American Airlines decided, hey, let's expand our stuff, and then they say, hey, they reach out to Dominica, then they want to pretend as if it's Dominica that reach out to American Airlines and say, hey guys, we have this great deal for you, let's do this. No, that's not what happened. It's the same thing. Saudi Arabia, the kingdom wanted to come through the Caribbean and try to figure out how they can help and this kind of things there, because they went to a number of Caribbean islands and Dominica was one of them, and they decided to facilitate. Melissa herself indicated that very same sentiment right there. Let's go back.
Mr. Speaker, they have committed to $2 million that the ROSEAU enhancement project is coming. Because it finished come. It has arrived. It is here, Mr. Speaker.
You don't see it yet. But okay, it is
a benefactor.
A benefactor.
Popped up. From another country.
So not you guys went to find the guy popped in the same way, you know? Like I mentioned about American Airlines.
Mr. Speaker, that we didn't really have relations with.
Okay.
And so I am pleased to announce that the government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will be taking over this project, Mr. Speaker.
Hopefully, because we have been hearing these promises from time over time again. Hey, we're going to be doing ROSEAU enhancement projects and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. ROSEAU enhancement, nothing has been done. All of a sudden, some person just popped out of nowhere. We have been making money from CBI. But some individual just happened to pop out of somewhere and then magically, boom, we are finally able to do the ROSEAU enhancement project. So why were you telling us about the ROSEAU enhancement project all the while? And all of a sudden, an individual just popped out of nowhere and decided to do the ROSEAU enhancement project instead. So that means we were not going to get ROSEAU enhancement project? You guys just had it on the back burner or something? Because you guys have been saying this for quite some time now. There are even photos of how ROSEAU is supposed to look. And I think that was about 3 elections ago when you guys made the promise stating, hey guys, we're going to be doing the ROSEAU enhancement project. All of a sudden, this guy came from Saudi Arabia flying on his plane, and then he came down to Dominica and a number of Caribbean islands. And I'm guessing he decided to, reach out to the government. What can we do to help or facilitate and whatnot? Because we have extra monies or something, I don't know. And then you decided you coming on as the PAL rep of ROSEAU, whichever part you, Central or whichever part you are a part of. And all of a sudden, bow, ROSEAU enhancement project is back on. Doesn't that say something interesting? Maybe the ROSEAU enhancement project was not going to happen. But because of that guy, it's finally was able to happen. It doesn't sound like that. To me, it sounds like that, guys. I could be wrong.
Mr. Speaker, they have committed to $2 million US, about 5.5 million EC, Mr. Speaker.
If it's, well, she said about 2 million. So I'm guessing maybe 2.2, because 2.2 will be about 5.5 million. Yeah.
And I met with the officials from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They performed a site visit in ROSEAU.
Oh, so
they have agreed to fund this as their first project. There's more to come.
So, as their first project, there's more to come. Did they visit other places? Because if you are the PAL rep of ROSEAU and your husband is the Prime Minister, I would think that you guys would most likely have the monies allocated, to put these things out there. True? I would think that you guys have stuff to do. But instead of looking at, hey guys, let us see which places are really in dire need of the assistance. Maybe we can set up like Portsmouth, for example, which has been neglected for donkey years. More than donkey years, brothers and sisters. Rat years we talking about. Rat and ants, termite years we talking about. That has been neglected. Portsmouth has been neglected right there. So on the basis of I think maybe you guys could come in and say, hey, let's build a marina down there, or let's do something, make something a little bit better. Or do something in CARBRITS. If you're talking about bringing in individuals, set up the CARBRITS cruise ship berth, make it better, especially the roads. I think that would be necessary, especially considering CARBRITS is also a national park where you can do a little enhancement there, which is very much needed. I think that would be necessary, especially when it comes on transportations and parking and this kind of things, especially when it has, what they call it, not jazz and arts. Is jazz and arts not? Jazz and Creole. Jazz and arts is St. Lucia. So they have jazz and Creole down there. I think establishing that thing to prepare for the next jazz and Creole would be necessary. And maybe the next project could actually be ROSEAU Central, ROSEAU area. Because once you set up the thing that actually can make money for Dominica, versus just the entertainment thing that not much people will come to Dominica to do anyways, because they have it in other countries. Other countries have bowling alleys. Other countries have a number of things. Whereas we have the only CARBRITS National Park and the only Jazz and Creole Festival in the Caribbean. Our own version of it. So people not going to leave all over the place to then come into Dominica to go in a bowling alley. It'll be nice for the local people to have it, no doubt about it. But if you're looking at the hindsight of creating stuff so that people can come in and be wowed by it, not just the locals can enjoy it, but the foreigners can actually enjoy it, and also, you know, be a part of the experience, a better experience, I think the best thing you should have done would be to at least try to do something in Portsmouth. But you're not the power rep for Portsmouth, so I think we should appoint to the person behind you on that matter right there. These are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts in that regard right there. Let me just continue.
And we are well on our way to making this a reality. All the glory belongs to the Almighty Father for making this a reality.
Amen. So apparently you're stating this as if it was not going to happen, even though you have been making statements about that same sentiment that you're giving God thanks for, which an individual was just popped up, which you had no relations with. You stated with the indication of not having any sort of relations with them. They popped up to do something, and then all of a sudden, bow, ROSEAU project is back on. So what does that say about the statements that you were saying back then about the ROSEAU enhancement project? It was not going to happen until somebody else came to do it, but you were promoting it during election time? It's an interesting question to ask, guys. What are your thoughts, man? Well, anyways, hopefully, Melissa, I mean, that's a nice thing that is happening. Thanks to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for sending about $5.5 million. Hopefully, it's not more they sent and all you pocket the rest. You know, you don't want monies to be missing. Hopefully, there's some sort of accounting that can go through with that, and then, you know, these monies can actually be allocated. Maybe there'll be a little surplus, because I don't think it's going to take $5.5 million to build what you want to eat. I don't know. Maybe I'll go indoor. I don't know. I could be wrong, brothers and sisters. But on the basis of that, hopefully all the money is allocated and actually used for what it is intended to do and doesn't end up in people's pockets. I think that would be a good thing right there. Anyways, guys, this is just my thoughts on this matter. What are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. And of course, with that stated right there, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more. Well, no, subscribe and turn on our post notifications by clicking the bell. Click subscribe, and of course, click the bell so you'll be notified. Click all, so you pretty much be notified when they drop all my videos right there. And then, guys, and of course, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. That helps the algorithm push the videos further and further and further out there. So click the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that right there. So if you understand what I'm saying, guys, thanks so much for understanding. Let me know your thoughts. Leave your guys, don't just let me speak. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. All right, then. With that stated, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Tune in for the next one in just a few hours from now. Boom bang.